Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're on Firefly Season 1, Episode 14, the dreaded last ever episode. And I'll be honest, I don't want it to end. I literally don't want it to end. And yes, I know there's a movie, but I just want to see development with the characters and everything. So hopefully I won't be disappointed with the movie, but better a movie than nothing at all is what I say. Yeah, let's see how it all ends. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get straight into it. Here we go. Oh, how I'm going to miss you, Serenity.
We're all just floating.
The world is ours, you know?
So you had to be naked?
Can you just picture me?
What, naked? It's gonna be difficult.
Oh, not with your foot.
There were no feds until I started singing. This is a morality tale about the evils of sake.
She knows something.
I would be there right now.
Oh wait, what? Is this a dream?
It was either that or the national anthem.
She's feeling guilt for Simon looking after her, even though she never asked for it. He did it because he loves her. Again, guys, before you start correcting me, I am only just watching the episode. I might understand better the more I watch.
Like, never? Well, no. I just directed my energy elsewhere.
You mean like masturbating?
I was going to say that. I'm glad he said it instead.
That'll be the day. I got stupid. The money was too good.
Where does that put you?
Okay. She's so pretty, River, isn't she? This is her feeling everything, isn't it? Maybe.
Have you decided when you're going to tell the others?
No one's acknowledging that she's there, though, which is interesting.
A big girl, just tell me.
None of it means a damn thing.
Is this their inner thoughts? Oh, it's like stepping on a Lego, but not as painful. Huh.
It's just an object.
It's going to transform into a gun. It's going to be a gun, isn't it? I knew it because of the shape.
No touching guns, okay?
No touching.
Her medications are erratic, eventually break down. Then
I want a lot of medical jargon. I'll talk to a doctor.
He is a doctor.
Could have been you she might have shot just then. The doctor. We're deep in space, corner no and where. You take extra care with her, because we're very much alone out here.
Uh-oh. You're not that alone, guys. He's on his own. Uh-oh.
Where's River at now?
In our room, which I'm thinking we bolt from the outside from now on. A little extreme, isn't it?
Anybody remember her coming at me with a butcher's knife?
Wacky fun.
You want to go, little man?
Only if it's someplace with candlelight.
Wash is brilliant.
As far as we know, the girl's never even picked up a gun before.
That ain't so.
First time she's telling them.
You got something to say?
Yup.
Took my gun, closed her eyes, killed them.
She shot them?
All three, dead in an instant, with their eyes still closed. Nobody can shoot like that, that's a person.
Kaylee.
We got someone on board this ship. Might be a danger to us.
Oh, you have got no idea.
She's deeply intuitive. It's true that sometimes...
I don't think she's intuitive, Doctor. I think she's a reader.
Psychic, though? That sounds like something out of science fiction.
You live in a spaceship, dear.
You tell him, Zoe.
Are you saying she really reads minds?
Or near enough.
See, that would make sense because she read the mind of the orphan girl, didn't she? In that other episode.
If wishes were horses, we'd all be eating steak. What do we plan to do about this?
I thought the hospital was home. I could have I would be there right now if she hadn't.
I hope she's not listening to this, because it's going to push her over the edge.
Isn't there anything about this place you're glad of?
Oh, you're going to have to spell it out, I think, at this point, Kayla.
Good night. You too.
Great time in there, Shepherd.
No, yeah, don't let the space bugs bite.
Those steps give me anxiety every time I look at them. Looks like the mage punk skin off Valo. The ghost skin. Nice earring you've got there. Uh-oh. He's a fighter. Come on, Zoe, wake up. Oh my god.
I like this ship. Maybe I come down the chimney, Kaylee. Bring presents to the good girls and boys.
So you got Invisalign in?
That's a beating heart, isn't it? Pull off any one of 1,000 parts, she'll just die.
Is River gonna save her again?
I'm gonna tie you up now. And you know what I'm gonna do then?
Give her cookies? Cookies?
Get rid of a problem you've got.
He wants River and Simon.
Throw a monkey wrench into my dealings in any way. Your body is forfeit, and I can find all unseemly manner of use for it.
Aren't you just a pleasant man?
Where does River sleep?
Shepard's still up at least. Oh my god, I'm on edge. I am on edge right now. Oh jeez Louise, I'm calm. I am calm as they come.
River?
Has he got her already?
Dr. Tam, why don't you sit yourself down?
I said alliance.
Oh, I thought...
No, I was...
That's weird.
It was weird.
The plan is to take your sister, get the reward, which is substantial.
What are you?
I'm a bounty hunter.
I am Confusion. Nice to meet you.
Refuse to help me. I shoot your brain out, and I go upstairs and spend some time violating the little mechanic I got trussed up in the engine room.
This guy is terrifying.
Which part of your plan dictated the necessity of beating up a shepherd?
That ain't a shepherd.
I did wonder, to be quite honest.
Come on out, River. Nice man wants to kidnap you.
Is he going to try and kick him off there?
People miss out on what's solid. It's not your moment, Doctor.
This guy's got gifts.
200,000 seems fairly pointed to me. Money like that, I could retire. Not that I would.
Not that I would.
I know you're tired.
Man is stronger by far than woman. Yet only woman can create a child. Does that seem right to you?
Oh, I hate this guy.
River's not on the ship. She melted. Melted away. Mr. Jubal Early, bounty hunter. May I call you Jubal?
Ain't nobody calls me that.
Your mother does. Or sorry. Did. She's gone now.
With a dog.
Well, my sister's a ship. We had a complicated childhood.
Doesn't anybody care that I have a finely crafted gun pointed at this boy's head?
Is he stalling for Mal? Or Zoe? Zoe, sorry.
Oh,
Oh no, Mal's there.
what the hell's going on here?
I need you to do me a favor, Captain.
This is amazing. How is she doing this?
Am I dreaming?
We all are. Don't make faces.
Oh my god, Kaylee, please.
You're not well.
You'll be wanting to shut up now.
Big golden retriever sitting on the lawn.
I knew she'd bring up the dog.
Took to you. Smell on you. You did things to him. Cleaned up after.
So she sees the real them. That's what happens. And that's why Shepherd was not a shepherd.
I'm going with you.
River, what do you...
Simon?
At least it's on his leg, so he can sort that out himself. Oh, Jane. Oh my god. No way.
You think so? Some of us feel differently.
See, all the team love her, really, don't they? They're just scared of the unknown.
Permission to come aboard?
You know, you ain't quite right. Go on, get in there. Give your brother a thrashing for messing up your plan.
Oh, guys.
I'm just gonna pass out for a minute, but you're doing great.
Well, and here's a priest training, taken out by one bounty hunter. At least you got some play. I missed every damn thing. Well, here I am.
Yep, where you belong. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Oh, that got me, guys. So there we have Firefly all wrapped up, except for the movie, obviously. But the show, done and dusted, and it was a brilliant journey, I've got to say. One with laughs, one with tears, one with shock, and many more. Many more indeed. It's a really special show, and I think with the cast, probably the crew as well, let's be honest, because everything seems to gel very well. And the writing is just top notch. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The individual characters are brilliant standalone, but then when they're melded together as a group, because they're all so unlikely to be friends and to be close, yet it just works, and it works so freaking well. It's honestly been such a joy to watch this show. So before I start saying my goodbyes to everything, then I just want to focus on this episode for now. So we had a river-centric episode and an absolute banger of an episode. I really got a lump in my throat watching River express how she felt so unwanted by the team. And it's not so much that they didn't want her around. It's like I said before, it's that fear of the unknown, and anything that's different, it just scares people. Like, their natural instinct is to put the barriers up and keep their distance. Whereas with Simon, obviously, because he's her brother, there was this deeper bond there, and he was just like, she's just a kid that wants to live her life after so much torture and horrific things that has happened to her. Can we not just enjoy the time that we have now? And I think for Simon, he understood that River is just a lovely person. And yes, these people have experimented on her, but in her heart, she's still River. And yes, her head has been manipulated and messed with, but she's still her. She has these gifts as well. They weren't really clear in this one. It's still up for interpretation, I think. Mal thinks psychic. Wash thinks witch. There's many possibilities, but no matter which way you look at it, she was crazy intelligent to the point where others just can't comprehend that level of intelligence, and it scares them. When Kaylee finally said, because she'd been keeping that quiet for quite some time, but when she finally spoke about what River did, I think in her gut she knew that she'd have been dead if River wasn't there, and she knew that. It still scared her because, again, she's like, how is this young girl managed to look once, close her eyes, and kill 3 people effortlessly. Again, that's power, that right there. That's skill. That's something that just frightened the hell out of her. And she loves River. River is a true friend for her. So yes, she wants to keep it quiet. But when the time came where risks were happening, she felt the need that, I'm gonna have to say something now. It broke my heart as well when Simon was basically saying to Kaylee that, he'd still be in his home, his comfort, if the Alliance didn't steal River away. He'd still have his home. And I think River was affected the most by that. I know it didn't say that she heard, but I mean, she probably did, let's be honest. And I think with her brother being her rock for the most part, that probably stung quite a bit. But he was very careful in not to say, if it wasn't for River, I'd have had everything. It's the Alliance that took River that gave him the life that he has right now. And yes, Kaylee and Simon were growing closer there. He does like the ship, but again, to him, it isn't his home. He's a fugitive, so he always feels like he's on the run. Whereas River, it was any place is going to be better than the one that she's been in. Now this feels like home to her, and please don't take that away. But she was willing to walk away. She thought, this isn't my place now where no one wants me. I will fade away. Oh, it gets me. We also saw Anara and Mal have that moment as well, saying about her leaving, and also his gentle touch at the end when he was looking at her lip. And the panic, the sheer panic straight away at just a touch on the chin. It's very clear that they're both feeling that line being crossed a little bit and forcing themselves to pull away. But the feelings are so obviously there for them. It would have been nice to see their story unfold. But I'll have to wait and see what Serenity has to offer when it comes to the story in that regard. But as of right now, it's very much like I'm gonna have to remove myself from the situation so that I don't overstep my bounds. That's Anara speaking, by the way, not me. And Mal is sort of just trying to calm the situation down a little bit. Like, it's fine, we can just cruise. There's no pressure to leave. Please don't leave me, is what he's screaming in his head. That was another thing while we're on about what's going on in their heads. When River was walking through, that opening scene was so interesting to me. Her looking at all of her friends on the ship, but then seeing like a different side to them that they're not portraying on the outside. Maybe it was that like psychic tendency or whatever, and those visuals that River was seeing were their inner thoughts and their experiences. Because when they were looking at Early, his face was sort of laughing hysterically, like just pure evil from what he was showing on the outside. Very stoic, very, I want to say professional, but I mean, he's a bounty hunter. And he was terrifying, by the way. Just while we're touching upon him, he was one scary man. There was kind of like an arrogance and sort of intelligence to some extent when he was talking. His thoughts were very well put together, I think, and just a bit of a psychopath, really. It's sort of like a tendency of a serial killer, and he's just seeing those dollar signs and chasing it. He thinks that he had a moral code and got quite defensive at River suggesting otherwise. I think she played it perfectly. When River was saying that she is Serenity, she is in the ship, and people didn't know that she could melt and become a part of the ship just as she's chatting into her. like a tannoy or whatever. I think she did a brilliant job at that. It had me guessing, to be honest. I'm not ashamed to say. I was like, wait a second. Can she though? Can she do this? Even when everyone else was brushing it off, I was still a little bit of me was like, it is a sci-fi show. So similar to what Zoe was saying, like, you're on a ship in space right now. Like, anything is possible. But yeah, the scene where Mal and Inara return together outside of the ship was just a really lovely scene. And I really like Mal now. Like, when I think back to episode 1, they're two different people in my mind. I'm wondering if I go back and watch that episode again, if I would still have those feelings, or if I would just be more understanding, maybe, because I know him a little bit better. I'm not too sure. But he's a great character, really strong. And Zoe and Wash, they're just so cute together, and Zoe's like a badass, willing to fight and take charge, and Wash is more of a, you know, a technical person, so he will fly the ship, he will navigate, he will advise, but he's also quite erratic as well. Like, that personality trait comes out, and that trait comes out quite often, usually in humor. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. I'm annoyed, to be honest, that we didn't get to see much more of Shepard, because he had so many secrets there, and we just never find them out. Again, I haven't seen the film yet, but if he isn't in it, what a shame. Yeah, I thought we'd know more from him, especially because the episode where it was focused upon him and the one where he was taken to the Alliance, there's so much more to explore there. So yeah, a little disappointed about that. I mean, Jane's Jane. You guys know what he's like, so I don't really have much more to discuss when it comes to him. But Inara, absolutely adore. And Kaylee, oh, she does remind me a lot of Willow from Buffy. I think you can see those flaws within her. Like, she tries to focus on herself sometimes, when she probably shouldn't, and she hates confrontation or drama of any kind. So they're similar to the Willow traits as well, but everyone loves her because they know she's just adorable and her heart is totally in the right place. And yeah, it would have been nice to have seen her and Simon get closer and have that friendship. Yeah, I mean, Simon's great as well. I think we saw a lot of character development with Simon, in my opinion. The fact that he was a doctor, and the fact that he was looking after River and determined to find her, never give up on her. And despite his parents being very weird and really brushing off the whole situation, as well as, you know, him not being able to stand up for himself at the very beginning, and then he was fighting at the end there, and obviously at the thought of his sister getting threatened, he would do anything for her. So yeah, I feel like we know Simon quite well, and we've explored, not all obviously, but we've explored plenty when it comes to Simon. I'm just a bit sad. I'm just a bit sad that it's over. I would have loved to have seen more. I really would have done. So fair play to you guys for watching this show and still loving it and rewatching it again through my eyes as well. Obviously it's a very special show, so I appreciate you sticking around and allowing me to share my thoughts on it and my experience with it. And to wrap up, it was just fantastic. I absolutely loved it, and I guess we'll see what Serenity has to offer. Hopefully it's good. Don't let me down. But yeah, thank you so freaking much, guys. I will be diving into Fringe next, guys, so if that interests you, please stick around. I do think that me doing less shows is just better for me mentally more than anything, so hopefully I'll be able to get through Fringe a little quicker, depending on shows that are returning. Obviously we've got Cobra Kai coming back up, and The Boys hasn't finished yet, or Teen Wolf hasn't finished yet, and we've got a few more episodes of Grimm. But obviously when they start completing, because I am at the end of all of those, then yeah, we should be able to fly through Fringe a lot quicker, because I know it's multiple seasons of that show. I'm very excited to watch it. So hopefully you guys will stick around for that. I have also got a few more pilots to watch as well. I've got The Expanse to watch. I've got a show called Dark that I want to watch. And there was one more that I really wanted to watch the pilot on. Oh, Sons of Anarchy. So that's just to name a few as well. So I'll be putting them on my Devil's Trap tier. So if you're interested, check them out when they come. But they're not set to a specific schedule. So please bear that in mind, guys, when you're signing up. But yes, thank you so much for watching along. And hopefully I'll see you for the movie reaction. My very first movie reaction as well. So yeah, hopefully it goes well and I don't fall asleep like an old lady. But yeah, I'll see you for the next one. And goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the deck pack. And today I've chosen Tom. Tom says, the girl who sings Amazing Grace, Angie Hart, also sang the opening song Blue on the Buffy episode, Season 7, Episode 7, Conversations with Dead People, as well as performing in the Bronze in 2 other episodes. I had no idea. I didn't recognise her at all, so it kind of makes me want to go back and see the performance in the Bronze just to see if I can put a face to the name again. So yeah, thank you for the behind the scenes tidbit there. I always appreciate that. And more importantly, I just want to thank you for watching the show along with me and supporting. It really means a lot, Tom. So thank you for everything that you've done. And don't forget, guys, if you would like to see one of your comments at the end of one of my videos, then don't forget to leave them in the comment section below and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.